Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of my Fortune Street playthrough. This is the second attempt of me recording this board because I got really unlucky last time. But I do know how this board works and I have tested it, and I'm back from the really annoying round I had last time, and so far it's not going too well on this board either, as I've already had to reset. Today I'm playing the Nalbina Fortress board, and hopefully this round won't be as terrible. Because this board has one major issue with it, and it basically resolves around who goes first. For context, you absolutely do not want to go first or second on this board, you want to go last preferably, so you can see where everyone goes. And what happened is, well, one person went one way, and the three of us went the other way, because the computers followed me, and damn it, I'm going the exact same position I went last time, which is second, which is really bad. I really hope the same thing doesn't happen again. Okay. So this board is massive and is split into two sections, with each section having all four of the suits in. This board is very, very heavily property based. If you freeload the whole game, you are not winning this board. You need to invest in yourself and get a very good section to work with, or you are not going to win. That is why I have not picked three higher ranking opponents, because every time they choose to freeload, that's basically one player eliminated from the round. Now, the issue with this board, and going first or second, is you want to see where everyone else goes. I want to be the one who... I don't want to go the same direction as everyone else, obviously, because you'll just run into each other. And the last time, Waluigi was the only one who went right. I went second, rolled a 1. Waluigi rolled a 1 on his first turn, so obviously I was picking up the property. Luigi and Bianca both went left as well. Completely ruined my whole plan. And this time I'm hoping that the same thing will not happen. Hopefully, at least one of them goes the same way as Waluigi. She should go right. Excellent. Okay, I'm fine with a 2-on-2 split. I'm hoping Luigi will roll a 5 and also go to the right. That would be very nice for me. Oh my goodness. Yes! Okay. This is a really good position for me now, as long as no one hits the wall. But now I've got the opposite of what happened last time, because the last time I was the slowest roller, or the lowest roller, so I was constantly paying everyone who were just buying all the properties in front of my face. Waluigi, the only one who went the other way last time, got to get a property every time. We rolled an 8. Can get that 590 or that 270. I'm skipping over the warp so I don't have to go to the other side of the board. Right, hopefully the rest of the computers go and not land on the warps, but if you ever play this board, don't freeload. There is legitimately no point. The only thing you will do is delay yourself. You want to invest as quickly as you can, as early as you can, make expensive properties quickly. This is a long game as well. The target is a whopping 22,000. So you are going to be here for a while, and after your first promotion, it's going to be very painful unless you land on the bank. Because you're not going to be able to purchase any shops, you're not going to be able to invest as you haven't been to the other side. Unfortunately, that's one of the worst cards you can get early on, because that just makes that district a nightmare to buy in. And I know that I did buy an expensive one, but at the end of the day, doesn't really matter. Okay, I don't really want venture cards, I'd rather get properties. Okay, I get to roll again, that's completely fine. Hopefully I can pick up a property this time. There's only one number that would not allow me to get a property, and that's a 6, which I did not roll, luckily. Vacant lot, I will be making it a checkpoint because balloons are nowhere near as useful on this board. And Bianca has a district of 3 already. Not good. However, she is rolling very low numbers and could therefore be stuck trying to get a promotion for a while. Luigi made a big misplay by not going and getting the suit, and that really sucks. He's now on my side of the board. Luigi should have got the property on his previous turn, to be honest. Okay, Waluigi is just rolling huge numbers. This is mad. He's already nearly all the way around the board, but then again, as am I. I've just rolled another big number. Okay, it's fine. It gets me a property at least. Bianca, you could have bought a property. Don't know why the computers just decide to always go the same way as well. Okay, well Luigi's ruined everything over here now, which sucks, but he will be going through my checkpoint at least. And Waluigi and I are about to get to the bank already. Waluigi's got 2 in a district as well, which is really good for him. I can go back up, but I need my promotion. Oh, and every single district on this board is useful in one way or another, by the way. So don't think, oh, well, these districts are kind of bad. No, every single district on this board is good. So you want to invest where you have stuff. And Luigi typically gets a really good card to start any round off. His salary is only 200 or 500, which is a bit concerning. Well, Waluigi's ruined that district for me as well, which is annoying. And Waluigi's definitely in a good position. He's got around the board very quickly, can easily buy up properties on the left side of the board, and I'm sadly didn't get as many as I wanted. And I could have looped around again, but that's just a waste. I would take forever to get my first promotion. Oh, I land on the bank. Perfect. Landing on the bank is vital to success in this board. Not bad for a first promotion. Okay. That's a bit too pricey, so we'll go District G to start with. Bianca's just going to get a bunch of properties, I reckon, on that side of the board, but she'll have nothing on the left because she's going to be so slow getting to that other side. I like this, because I didn't get that terrible card. I don't like this, Luigi. Why are you letting Bianca have a chance to get a district? That's a terrible idea. Okay, that's good for me as well. I'd really like to roll a 2 or a 4 so I can get 2 shops in this district to work with. That would be very nice. Or 7 wouldn't be bad either, actually. Okay, 4 is good. I'll gladly take that. And this is the district I have stock in as well, so that means I can spruce them up and get more money. And that district you do technically have to pass through twice each time you go that way, so that could be very advantageous. Oh boy, we're going to have a 200 on the board very soon, aren't we? Oh, never mind, she wasted it. Definitely would have done the 100 that she had in District A. Problem is, Bianca invests in herself. That's the main reason why I picked her on this board, because I picked Yoshi beforehand recently, so I thought it's Bianca's turn to come back. Bianca has not been very lucky as well, the number of rounds that I've played with her. But hopefully she won't land on the bank and will therefore have to go to this side, because she won't get to invest for ages if she has to go this way. Well, I hate to say it, Bianca, but this game is not built for just 2 players. Even with 3 as well, the majority of the boards in this game are not built for just having 3 players. And that's an issue I had with one of my friends as well, who no longer plays this game with me. But this isn't my best friend. I'm fine playing this with my best friend because we have an honour rule where we don't break up our district. We break up computers' districts, but if someone breaks the honour rule, then it's just, oh, okay, you broke up my district, I'm breaking up yours. But freeloading is fair game, because there's going to be scenarios where you just don't get anything to work with. But the other friend in question, or an ex-friend I should say, because we don't really talk anymore and I don't really consider him a friend after something that happened between us. But his main tactic was to break up our districts. He also didn't like playing against any computer players, so whenever we played a board, we would have the 4th player just immediately bankrupt and then have the bankruptcy as just 3 players. Which the game is not built for having just 3 players, especially on massive boards like Slimania and the Colossus, All Trades Abbey. It's not built for having only 3 players. And his main tactic was to break up our districts of 3 if we got any district of 3. So that he was the only one who had investing potential. So of course, me and my other friend would freeload off of his districts all the time, because what else were we going to do? He broke up our district, there was nothing else we could do, we couldn't invest, we couldn't really get anything to go our way the round, so what was the point? He does not like freeloaders at all. And when I mean he does not like freeloaders, he hates them. And he then decides, instead of understanding that his strategy may not be the best, to completely cut down our capital so that we invest in his district instead of our own, he instead decides to insult us. Which, my biggest problem as a person is not standing up for myself, and I really should have stood up to him back then. But that's the whole point of the game. And the only thing I can say is, if you don't want people freeloading off you, don't break up districts of 3. I always try to invest in myself when possible, but if someone else is going to have a district of 4, and you've just broken up my only district of 3, completely cutting my investment potential, why would I bother investing in myself when I'm not going to be able to win that way? And he said he would rather lose a game than freeload, which, okay, that's just terrible logic. I hate to say it, but it is. Also, I've got 3 in here now, but Waluigi's got the more expensive one, so I doubt I'll get this domination. But the point I'm trying to make is, you can't expect everyone to just roll over and let you take over the board. If you're the only one with a district on and no one else has a district of 3, logically they're going to freeload off you. Like, why wouldn't they? It's like, oh, this person has a domination and could easily win the game if we don't put stock in their district. It's the whole reason why the freeloading mechanic exists. But the point is, he got so frustrated with me and my other friend that he refuses to play with us anymore, and then he's like, oh, I don't like the game. But the thing that really annoyed me was when he just decided to insult us. Oh, darn it. Like, you can't have it both ways. Either you don't break up our districts, and then you'll be able to actually invest without giving other players money, or just, you know, tolerate with the freeloading. You're still probably gonna win. You're the only one with a district, but you're raising us up as well as yourself. But that's the end of that. Like I said, I don't talk to this guy anymore. We had a falling out about half a year ago, and I feel that we've grown distant, so I don't see the point in remaining friends. I know I really shouldn't be airing my dirty laundry on the internet, but it is what it is, and this is something that I've just been ignoring for a while now. I'm not saying this person's name, obviously, because I don't really want the situation to get blown out of proportion. But now that I've been away from them for about half a year, I've just realised, yeah, maybe we weren't really a good fit anymore anyways. Maybe we should just go our own separate ways. And sadly, stuff like this happens. Unfortunately, you lose friends all the time, but that happens, just move on. I've done a lot better since I've moved on as well. I'm hopefully starting my first job soon. Okay, I know it seems silly not to invest in this 80, but I'm going to go for this one just because I plan on buying stock in another district. And the other reason is because I won't be able to invest in there anymore anyways. But if you're in a similar situation where you feel that someone who used to be a friend and you aren't really getting along anymore, just try to talk it out between yourselves. I wanted to talk it out between him, but he just refused to speak to me, so I don't really see the point in trying to talk to someone who doesn't want to talk back, especially when they won't just speak to me anymore. At the end of the day, even though we're not friends anymore, I do hope that he does find people who he can consider a friend, because I don't want him to be completely alone. No one deserves to be truly alone. And I hope that he does find some people that have similar interests to him, like I did. The other problem is most of my friends beforehand were long distance, so I wasn't able to see them that often. Now that I've actually started going to events and, you know, actually going to places rather than just being online all the time, I've started meeting new friends as well, and I pretty much see them quite every month at the moment. Just waiting for our next event, which we're hoping the date will come out on next week. They usually do. But anyways, back to the topic that I had. Oh, Bianca's stealing my money when I sold all my stock. You hate to see it. But back to the topic at hand. If you're playing this game in a playstyle that is frowned upon, such as just breaking up districts, don't expect everyone to just roll over and let you win the board. It's not going to happen. If you're the only one who has a district to work with, you're not going to be able to invest in there without giving people money. Also, I'm getting quite lucky with sales. Everyone's landing on my somewhat pricey shops at the moment. Oh, and Waluigi has another district of free. That works really well because that means I can invest in the other district without having to give him money. But the problem is, unless I land on the bank again, I'm going to have to go to that horrible side of the board. It's tempting to buy this out, but I'm not doing it this early. I want to invest in myself as a... So, before Waluigi gets over there, ideally. Well, she skips my checkpoint, but I'm not really that fussed, because it means that she will have to most likely go to the other side of the board again for a promotion. But to explain why his strategy, or the person who I was talking about, why their strategy doesn't work, there's only 3 of us on the board because he doesn't like playing against computer players. Even a low-ranking one like Slime, he didn't like playing against. Not Slime, he played a Slime, so Birdo was who he picked, and he still didn't like playing against them. So, oh wow, I got really lucky again. If you have to play with only 3 players, someone is guaranteed to get 2 shops in a district every time, making it way easier for them to get free. And by process of elimination, you can just figure out what's going to happen. Higher chances of someone getting free, higher chances of someone getting 4. But the thing is, never expect this game to give you a district for free. That's things that people do way too often. If you get an opportunity to get a domination, I understand taking it, but don't expect it to just fall onto your lap. It is very rare that this game allows you to dominate an entire district very early game. You pretty much expect it to buy out at some point. And that's one of the issues that the same person who I'm speaking about had. He thought that the game was going to give him a district for free every time he played. He thought that he would have an easy time getting a domination because he happened to get one on his first board, and he got too complacent. I've played multiple rounds of this game. I've lost count, it's been so many. And usually I don't even get a district of free to work with without buying out. But especially on smaller boards. But on big boards like this, it's inevitable that people are going to get districts of free. Right? I have a district of free, Waluigi has a district of free, Bianca has a district of free. You see what I mean? Big boards like this expect to get a district of free, but small ones, no. Not even close. You're not going to get a domination on a small board like Castle Trodaine or the Observatory or just Mario Circuit without getting really lucky. So his whole strategy, right, is to break up our districts, as I've said, so that he's the only one who has investing potential. He thinks that we're just going to invest in our districts of 2 when he's got a domination. I've already explained to him beforehand numerous times that if you buy out our shops, we're just going to freeload off you because there's nothing else we can do. He then insults us for this strategy, saying that we're being, well, words I don't really want to mention on here because I'm trying not to curse on these videos. But it then just causes a massive argument between us. And then you get the picture. I've explained to him numerous times that doing that is just a terrible idea. It won't work in your favour at all. And the only thing it's going to do is just cause the game to take longer. But he also rage quit during a match when he had a domination again, which we both freeloaded in. But the thing that made him rage quit was my best friend got really unlucky, got card 24, you're forced to sell a shop, and the other friend expected him to break up his district of 3 that he had, which he had only just got, so that I wouldn't have a chance at getting a district of 3 myself. Which, why would you do that? You get a terrible card where you're forced to sell a shop, he's obviously going to sell a dummy shop that he has, even if it gives me a chance to get free. And it just so happened the next turn I was lucky enough to get that 3rd shop in the district, which then caused him to rage quit. Which, just, what? You were in the best position. Why would you rage quit? And the board that this happened on, by the way, was Slimania, and he had the Bank District, which is the best one. Like, I just don't understand the logic. Right, I understand if you didn't have a district to work with, but in that situation you were guaranteed to win as soon as you invested. You would have blocked us from getting to the bank, and we had no chance of ever getting a promotion again after that. Also, thank goodness Luigi blocked that off. Because there will be a time I do have to go to that right side of the board, and it's going to be awful for me when I do. But just my advice to anyone, if you're playing this game with friends, you gotta keep in mind at the end of the day, it's just a game. And yes, I've been very frustrated at a couple of rounds I've had of this game, especially the last board I played where I was pretty much moulding the entire time. But don't take your anger out on your friends in this game, okay? You don't want to lose your friends, because they're hard to gain, and if you decide to just lose friends over a round of this game, then I don't know what else to say other than the fact that you really need to work on yourself. I know that I don't have the greatest temper, but I would never take my anger out on any of my friends on this game, even if I have horrible luck. Usually I just take my frustrations out on my bad RNG that I've been having. Okay, I've never once blamed my best friend for when I've had an absolutely terrible round. I've always blamed the game instead. Oh wow, getting really lucky with rolls again actually, because now I just get to max this one out and I can go and invest somewhere else. But when it comes to playing this game with friends, keep this in mind. Computers are easily predictable and can be read. The more you play this game, the more you know how the AI works, the more you know how you can defeat them. Human players, completely unpredictable. You don't know what they're going to do, they could do anything. And that's why playing this game with humans is much better than playing it with AIs. But on a playthrough like this, where my best friend doesn't want to go on YouTube, and we kind of have a bit of banter between us whenever we play the game, it's better for me to not just put someone on YouTube who has specifically said they don't want to go on here. I didn't want to go on YouTube for a long time. It's taken me a long time to get the courage to start actually making these videos. Because at first I was like, oh, people are going to think I'm bad at the game if I get really unlucky. People are going to think I'm just stupid if I lose boards, especially to lower ranking computer players, but no. I stopped doubting myself. I've realised I'm not going to win every round, especially when there's at least 180 boards. I don't even remember the exact number, and I'm pretty sure there's new ones that have just been made as well that are being tested, which might be added to the pack. So I might have to reinstall it again. But when I do, well, if I do finish this, because I don't know what's going to happen once I start my work, I still plan on recording, but the videos will come out a lot less frequently when I start working, because I won't have time. Okay, Bianca finally landed on the bank. I can't complain at anyone else landing on the bank, because I've landed on the bank so many times this round, it's not even funny. But I am a bit worried now, because she is starting to stockpile, and the second she invests, she's going to be a very big threat. So I'm hoping that I don't get unlucky enough that she makes a really expensive shop in front of my face and I land on it, because that would be very unlucky. If I land on the bank again, I'll be very surprised. In fact, the right side of the board's barely been touched, which is very unusual. Okay, this time I'm buying it out because it gives me free over here to work with. Although this means that Waluigi will probably break up the district the second he can. Right, I need you to roll a big number, Bianca. That's good. That means you cannot go and invest. Which means I get to skip over it for now, unless I roll like a 2 or something. My other issue is I can't invest at all after my next promotion, unless I land on the wall. I was hoping Luigi would land on my 900, but I think that was hoping for a bit too much. Odds are that everyone's going to be on the right side of the board, which are not a good place for me because I don't have any shops there. Left side of the board is pretty good for me. I'm the only one with decent shops over there. Nope, didn't land on the bank, but that is fine. I got very lucky to land on it twice beforehand. Do I just contradict myself and freeload off Bianca because I can't really invest in myself? Yes. Yes, I do. I can't invest in myself. I have no properties on this side of the board. Which is the only time that freeloading should work. Plus, I've already got a huge area to work with as well. Oh yeah, and buyouts are extremely common on this board, which is why I picked C ranks rather than D ranks, because I wanted more buyouts. I wanted opponents that invested in themselves rather than freeloading, because if you freeload on this board at the start of the game, you're not winning. I wanted people who do buyouts. Waluigi is District Breaker, so that would make it way more challenging. Luigi tends to not break up districts but tries to get his own, so I feel at the end of the game he would also be a worthy opponent. A 1, eh? Oh, I don't want this one. I don't like Dart of Gold. Okay, I got the worst thing on there, so it doesn't really matter. Well, actually, no, the Bowser would be the worst on there. Okay, Luigi's way behind, so that's fine. I think he's the only one who doesn't have a district of 3 as well, so he's got a very low chance of winning. Okay, I'm probably going to try and skip Waluigi's big shop if I can. And my best friend's playstyle. So the main issue I have with my best friend's playstyle is I taught him how to play the game since his first board. And because of it, he plays very similar to me. Which is completely fine, but the issue is, it basically comes down to which one of us gets the best district to work with. Is basically going to be the person who wins. Oof. That's actually a pretty good build, because that's going to mess us up getting the suits. But the issue is you've got to land on it for it to be useful. I reckon Waluigi will break up my district of 3 down at the bottom if he can. The other issue is that 500 is not going to be very nice. Well, it's a 600 now if I land on it. But I'm going to lose a lot of money on this side of the board, unfortunately, but it's inevitable that I would end up over here. Oh hey, I actually get a property over here, nice. I'm basically banking on the fact that Bianca's going to get to invest at some point, so I don't fall too far behind, because the second she invests, she's going to make so much money. Ah, good. Luigi got the 90 back. I haven't had any money for a while, but that's because no one has been to the other side of the board. But on the conversation that I was having earlier about losing friends, it's never easy to lose friends, but you need to understand 2 things. If someone who you used to consider a friend and you aren't really getting along anymore, don't bother trying to maintain the friendship if you don't think it's going to work. If you think that you can talk it out between yourselves, by all means definitely do so. But just understand that some friends will just fall out with you eventually. It's inevitable that it will happen. It's upsetting and sad when it happens, but it's just something that happens in life. At the end of the day, you should find people who like you for who you are. You should never pander to someone as well. Don't pretend to be someone who you aren't just to get on their good side. I made that mistake during lockdown when I was trying to just desperately make new friends. And I wasn't who I truly was, and I regret myself for being like that. At the end of the day, just be yourself. Not everyone is going to like you. Just try not to annoy people, of course. I know it's a lot harder than it may seem to not annoy people, of course, but at the end of the day, just find people who like you for who you truly are. You're not going to be friends with everyone in the world, unfortunately, and there's going to be some people who dislike you. But you just stay away from those people. You just don't give them the benefit of mind. she gonna buy that out? Luigi just got that, so... Oh, she only has 1,700. I thought she had way more. Okay, the main issue I had in lockdown was I wasn't in a good mental state, if that makes sense. I was quite upset and unsatisfied with my life. I wasn't able to make friends that easily. And I pandered to a group of people who I really shouldn't by doing stuff that I really didn't like doing. To just try and make new friends, and I really don't like what I did the last couple of years. Oof, I thought I landed on the big one then. But 2024 may only have been on for 2 months so far. With it being February the 29th, the leap year, when I record this. But I've already made so much progress as a person. Like, the pandemic has finally been, well, a lot easier to deal with. Less people are getting sick. I started volunteer work, which has helped me now get to hopefully starting my first real job. Oh wow, this is close. I just barely won that. Just now helping me start my real job. My confidence is a lot better because my confidence was completely gone 3 years ago. Like, I didn't think highly of myself at all. And I am significantly happier than I was as well. And true, I've lost some friends over the last few years, but I've also gained a bunch of new friends who actually like me for who I am. Where I don't have to pander, where I don't have to pretend to be something that I'm not. Oof, that was lucky. And that's honestly the best thing. She landed on my terrible one. And that's the district I want to invest in next, is District G. I'm kind of glad Waluigi went the other way, because I think he would have bought out my 3 in a district. Anyways, this board is going on for quite a while. I just want to check my recording is going. Yes, it is. Nearly up to 40 minutes already, but I'm not surprised. I expect this board to take a minimum of an hour and a half. And just wait till I get to some of the custom boards. There's one board that took me and my friend nearly 4 hours to finish. And just so you know, rounds with friends take way longer, because you're against 4, or you're against, well, depends how many you play with, but even if you're against just one other human player, just slipped off my chair there, my armrest. But, let's say you're against 2 other humans. You've got to have humans make their decisions, because the computers just, they follow a program, right? They're set to do stuff. Humans aren't. Humans make their own decisions. Humans are like, oh, I want to invest this turn, or where should I buy my stock? And they'll take longer doing so, whereas a computer, it's just instant. Okay, I landed on the bank again. This time it didn't matter because I'm heading left regardless. Because I'd rather not go where I only have 1 property. District G. Right, Bianca has gotten really unlucky with investing, and I kind of feel a bit bad for her. But the problem is, when she does invest, she is going to gain a lot. And I mean a lot. She's going to gain like 4 grand, I reckon, when she invests. And she has 4 times as much stock as me, so I might have to stock dive her, because she is definitely going to be my main competition. Okay, at least Luigi is heading over here. And the good thing is they have to go through one of my toll gates, regardless. Yes, I'm still going this way. I don't care. I'm not going right. I have 1 property over there. Right. Oh no, I lost 46 gold. Could be worse. At least it's not my 900. She got past the checkpoint anyways, so it doesn't matter. Luigi could land on my 300 though. No, he's just going to go use the wall. Oh, never mind. He landed on my checkpoint, but I don't care. I don't like that home position, though. I do have a suit yourself in case she does land on it and I don't have the club. Waluigi's got the most shops on the board, I think. It's hard to tell. It's either Waluigi or Bianca. We'll go this way. Because it is cheaper. Nice, thank you, Bianca. He's gonna roll a 4. No. And that shop's not that bad. I'll probably invest in that one after I'm done with the District G, unless I get to buy out the cheap one that Waluigi has in the top left district, or I get to buy out Luigi's one in the District G. Oh, someone's at my door. I just got a BRB a moment. Okay, sorry about that. My mum just has been ordering a lot of parcels, it seems, and they just arrived. No idea what she's been ordering, but probably just birthday presents, as we have a lot of family birthdays in March. Okay. So where were we? Or what was I talking about? I can't remember, actually. Completely forgotten. I should probably let my mum know that her parcel's arrived. Oh, I landed on the more expensive one. I'm not buying this one out. Well, unfortunately for Bianca, that's a really bad time to get that card. Oh, well, that's unlucky for you, Bianca. Oh, sweet. I just got 3 in the green district. Nice card. Thank you very much, game. And there's now just 2 properties left. Bianca still has not been able to invest. That's really unlucky for her. It's not like she's got no property. She's got 2 districts of 3 that she could easily land on and invest, but game's just saying no. Then again, I haven't been able to invest for a long time either, so looks like we're both just not allowed to invest anymore. Okay, I'll take it. That was my most expensive one down there. And he can't buy it out, even better. Okay, that's fine. Because, well, I can therefore pretty much only have to go through that area once. Worst case scenario is, oh no, I have to go down. Even if I land on that 800, I'll have to go down, otherwise I will pretty much put myself in a situation where it will take a long time to get a promotion. So hopefully I don't have to pay 800, but I will still pay it if I land on that. Oh, Luigi should buy one of the last 2 shops. I reckon he'll get the one above the spade on the left side. No, he's going for the other one. Okay, fair enough. Which means I'm going to have a whopping 1 property on that other side of the board. Oh, Waluigi used a suit yourself card. Okay, interesting. I didn't realise he had one. Might have happened when I went AFK to get the door. Okay, that's completely fine. I'd rather only pay that than pay 800. I need to hurry up and invest in that one. That shop is terrible and will get bought out very soon if I don't. Oh, you could have used your balloon. Or are you going to buy that out? Nope. Okay, that was a very strange decision. I'm completely fine with rolling that because I should be able to again skip through her district before she invests in it. I reckon she'll get to invest this turn. She's been well overdue. Nope, landed on the bank. Which doesn't matter because she's going to head right regardless of what she rolls. Goodness me. If she invests, she could actually win the game if she just invests 3 times, by the way. It's what happens when you get crazy numbers of stock and the game just doesn't let you spruce any of your properties up. As soon as you do get an investment... I actually won a game once where I had I think, 800 stock in a district where I only had 2 shops, because the game just never let me invest. And as soon as I finally got to invest, even though I had just 2 shops in the district, one of them was a 300. And I just made so much money. Right, I'm going to put more stock in district. Well, actually, I'll do the other one. Not that one. Actually, no, I'll do District G. I'll just keep putting stock in the same one. Okay, she finally gets to invest. Let's see how much absurd amount of money she makes. Yeah, 4,000. And we're now suddenly just 5 coins apart. Great investment. But yeah, that's the thing when you can't invest for ages. Oh, I didn't think she was going to say anything. This one is cheaper, we'll go this way. Now it's going to take me forever to invest, isn't it? Okay, it's only one line. That could have been a lot worse for me. Did Luigi land on the arcade or the expensive one? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, neither. That shows how little I was paying attention. Waluigi's starting to run out of investment capital over there, which means he'll go to District J soon. No, I'm not buying that out. There's no point. If I was getting 3 in there, I might consider it, but not for just 2. Well, there's the district. Should be foolish not to buy that out. If I have to start stock diving, I will. And that's the first domination someone's got on the board. But it's basically going to be investment wars between myself and Bianca. Whoever gets to invest, as long as no one lands on that 1700, but whoever gets to invest is going to win. But at least this hasn't been a completely miserable round. And I did make this round much harder than I could have by actually choosing competent opponents who, you know, actually invest in their own stuff rather than freeloading. In fact, the only player who has freeloaded is me, and the reason why I did is because I was heading to the part of the board where I had nothing. So there was no point in investing in myself when I wasn't going to earn any money. Oh, that really sucks. That means he's gonna go back through Bianca's way, which is what I don't want. And that's really bad news for me as well, because I also don't want to go to this side of the board. This is a huge problem now. It's all starting to go wrong. Because I can't invest. I haven't had an investment for a long time. Bianca's now got the district, meaning as soon as she starts investing, the game's pretty much over because of how much stock she has. And that's not going to help either. In fact, that is most certainly going to be a buyout because Waluigi breaks up districts of 3. Never mind. He decided to be nicer this time. That's not really going to do anything. Uh-oh. Oh, that was a throw. That was a massive throw. You had a chance to invest and you decided not to. It's a huge mistake. Oh, actually, I think he didn't buy out my shop because I'm not in first. Maybe he only buys out or breaks up districts to the first place player. Oh, did he just... No, I think he lands on the arcade. Oh, that was scary. They're all small. Well, he didn't get Bowser, so lucky for him. And the other issue is Bianca has a home over here. And now she gets to invest. That's a problem. Yeah, that one's not avoidable either. Yeah, I think Bianca's got this game, just because I was never allowed to invest. I was hoping Waluigi would buy that out if he rolled a 2. I need a card that takes me to the bank without having to pay a lot. So I need 53 or 54, or I can just get a free club, which is useless because I'm heading towards it anyways. Oh well. She invests... There's no point in me stock diving, I've just realised. Because she invests one more time, she's won. She just has to get back to the bank. Oh yeah, she's totally going to be able to win. It just sucks. Like, when you get stuck in a place where you don't have any properties and you can't invest, it's just a huge problem. I never wanted to go to this side of the board, and I really wish I'd gone left even though I would have paid more, because I would have got way more investments by now. And he doesn't even want to walk to my side of the board. That's just the other issue I have. No one wants to go over to my side. They'd rather go to Bianca's. And I'm just rolling the worst numbers again. Oh, this is annoying. This went from a round where I was pretty confident I was going to at least have a chance at winning to I've got 0% chance now. I literally need Bianca to dodge her properties every single time, and I don't think that's going to happen. Even Luigi doesn't want to go to the left side of the board, even though the right side is way worse. I don't get why they're going that way, but okay. I've only got one chance to invest, and if I roll a 1, which I don't think will happen. Nope. Too big. Oh, okay. Well, it gets a 3, so I guess it makes sense. Yeah, and I don't even have a 1000 space on the board, I don't think. Yeah, that's not happening. I'm not paying 2 grand. That's the other issue I knew would happen. I'm now stuck on this side of the board. I can't win. I can't. It's impossible. I needed to not land on that really expensive one. That's not going to help. Okay, Bianca's basically won. That's unfortunate. There was nothing I could have done there. She just got too much stock in her district, and as soon as she got the domination, it was over. Me landing on the warp as well completely killed any chance I had of winning. I'm just going to hold second place the best that I can. I just got so unlucky at the end of the game, landing on the one and only square I didn't want to land on. Never being allowed to invest late game as well completely crippled me. Nothing I could have done. When you just can't invest and you can't make any money, it's just over. And again, even if I started stock diving her, it wouldn't have done anything. Yep, and I can't land on the warp, which I desperately needed to. As soon as Bianca gets to the bank, she wins. But other than that, this was a somewhat fun round. She'd be silly to buy this out. She just has to get to the bank and she wins. Surely she won't be foolish and buy that. And it really sucks when you are stuck in an area where you legitimately have one shop on that side of the board. And I just couldn't skip what I needed to. How is he not done with those? Can I at least stay ahead of Waluigi, please? I'll stock dive, but I doubt it's going to do anything. Please give me warp to the bank. Okay, I guess that's fine as well, because I can just give myself more money. See, now I have loads of stock in a district. That didn't even drop her enough, did it? No. Yeah, it's over. The chance was just too low. Didn't even crash it. Yeah, that's the problem with this board. If you get nothing on one side of the board, you get stuck on that side of the board where you have nothing, there's nothing you can do. My game plan was just going to be circling the left side of the board until it forced me to invest. But it just never happened. And as soon as I landed in that warp, it was over. There was nothing I could have done from there. It just sucks. The second I landed on there, I knew I was done. I don't even know why I'm even trying anymore. Yeah, and that doesn't help. No, I need to stop there. I didn't want to say no. Yeah, that's the one and only issue with this board. You get no chance to invest, you're not going to win. Whatever. It was my... I can't really fault the game. It was my fault for picking computer players that don't freeload. And of course, the strongest one got the district, so it was just over from there. Oh well, at least I didn't get third, because I hate getting third. Oh, I just pushed my mic back a bit, so you probably can't hear me as well. I didn't even get a silver, because I just never had a chance to invest. It froze, okay. Yeah, I lost more money than I gained, because I just got stuck on a terrible part of the board in the end. But anyways, let us see what tomorrow's board will bring. Tomorrow we are going to... I've done all these ones. Airships. Oh boy, 2 islands. That's going to be rough. See you guys then.